5 things I wish were in Deepwoken. For number 1, we have his weapon styles. Now don't lie, would it not be cool to hit one of these, or one of these, or one of these? And on top of that, have our own weapon animation and new set of skills and talents. And as of right now, I feel like this is something we need in Deepwoken because it causes us to be more original and have more customization to our build. And it makes the fights more fun because everybody will not be the same. And these aren't something that are like mandatory, like, oh my gosh, you need it. If you don't need it, your build is horrible, your build is trash, you're gonna lose every single match, you're honestly just garbage if you don't have this. No, like, it's not mandatory. It's just another way to add some style or swag to your build. Or you could just call it another form of mid-maxing in Deepwoken, just like how everybody likes to do the 600 HP, 80% resistance. But weapon styles isn't as crazy as that. It's just a little add-on to your build. Or I would say just adding some jewelry to the outfit. For number 2, we have as an actual chaser second phase. Now I know all the Deepwoken speedrunners are gonna come from my head for this, but I don't really care because it doesn't make sense how Chaser's second phase is literally just the first phase without the roof attack. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But if you guys didn't know, Chaser was actually supposed to have an actual second phase, but sadly the Deepwoken development team didn't have enough time to make it and couldn't release it with layer 2, so they decided to scrap the idea and literally just throw it in the trash, which I think was the dumbest thing they could have done. They could have just kept working on it, released it, and been like, hey guys, this is Archmage and Ragusa here. This is the actual Chaser second phase. Here you guys go. Let's see how many times you guys are gonna die against this. Let's really see if you speedrunners are speedrunners. But too much time has gone past to the point where even though it makes sense for them to add an actual second phase, it will literally just be seen as them trying to kill the game. Now for number 3, we have is more investment into our murmur. Now what I simply mean by this is literally one piece hockey. That's literally all I mean. I wish we were able to do this in Deepwoken. Now I know we can imbue our swords with ardor, but would it not be cool to imbue ourselves with ardor? Would it not be cool to imbue our boats, our bombs, our cannons with ardor? Would it not be insane to put our boat in tacit for a certain amount of time so it'd be easier for us to escape our opponent? Because if you ask me, I do think this would be something cool to add because it makes a little bit of Deepwoken, not build versus build, not skill versus skill, but it makes a little bit of Deepwoken, brain versus brain. Since you're going to be using your murmur more strategically in fights. Sadly though, how the way I see Deepwoken, I doubt they're ever going to add something like this into the game, but it would be really nice if they did. And for however long Deepwoken lasts, I don't think there will ever be a time where Archmage and Ragusa feel like they have to add more investment into murmur. I do not see that happening. For number 4, we have is more love for ships in Deepwoken. To really be honest, I really think that one of the most flawed things in Deepwoken is ships. Just because of how boring they are and how we can only do so little with them. And now I know, like, yes, they are only for sailing just to help you get around, I know. Doing so little with them should be expected. But if you guys do not know, there is literally a NPC in Deepwoken who is a shipwright. And he literally tells you that the reason why his boats are so special is because he's able to coat or use his life weave attunement on his boats. So you're telling me a fodder NPC in the Deepwoken world that will literally get smacked up by an Etrian guard, even with life weave attunement, can coat his boat with his life weave attunement, but us Deepwoken players that exist in real life can't even get the option to upgrade on our boats? My nigga, that's tough! For number 5, we have as a third main dev that works full-time on Deepwoken. So if you guys do not know, there's only 2 main devs that are working on Deepwoken full-time, and that is Archmage and Ragusa. Now we can all agree on that having only 2 people work full-time on a game like Deepwoken, even if they're cold with the hands, is crazy. Especially with how dry Deepwoken has been, bro. Archmage and Ragusa need all the help they can get. And that help would be absolutely fantastic if we are getting a Archmage type level cold with the hands, because we know another Archmage type developer on the Deepwoken development team working full time would be absolutely busted and would need a nerf. And say if we got that help today, I promise you guys, Void Tower would come out in December or January, and Conquest would drop in October. So yeah, those are the 5 things I wish were in Deepwoken. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and have a nice day.